y'all, mentally, I've been really like overstimulated, pouring from an empty cup basically. I love my family. I love being a mom. I love being a wife. I love being an entrepreneur and all these things and these titles that I wear. But I realize I can't continue to keep pouring from an empty cup. So my husband, I guess he really seen like how bad it was, and he's like been trying his best. And shout out to my friends and family like my mom and people who noticed like that I wasn't myself, and who reached out to me, because it's like I want to be the best woman that I can be to everybody who's attached to me, but I can't unless I choose me first. My phone ringing. But anyways, I realize that the same love and grace that I'm giving to everybody else, that I need to give this to myself. And I'm not sure if I'm the only woman who suffers from this, but I really need to pour into me. I need to take this time. I need to find this time. My birthday is in a week. And God is really forcing me to uphold everything that I said I was going to do for me. Not everybody else. Is crazy because, y'all, I have no problem keeping my word and doing and pouring His love and giving grace to everybody who's around me. But look like when it comes down to me, I forget about it. And I'm not sure why, but I'm excited about having this night. And as a mom and as a wife, it's hard because, what's crazy? I won't be seeing my husband in another few weeks, but I had to make a choice. Either stay here with them in total chaos right now with everything that I have going on, or guess what? Take this time to go refill my cup. So it was sacrifice that had to be made. And you know what? It's all good. So I'll be here. I'm going to eat me some dinner. Order me some dinner. I don't know if I'm gonna order from down below, but y'all, this is a nice hotel. I'm not gonna tell y'all where I'm at or post this until I'm leaving, because you know how y'all be. But that was just a little message for y'all, and I just wanted to be real with y'all of what's going on. I find their strength in being transparent. I've always been that person. I want to be able to show up wholeheartedly and show up as me. So this is the bathroom. I'm simple, not too much. This is the shower. Cannot wait. See, this is the room. This is my mirror. Everything. This is my bag. The bed. Y'all, I love my babies. I love my husband. I love my family, but I cannot wait to sleep in this bed by myself without the baby crawling on top of my head, y'all. This is the bed. This is the little sitting area right here. I just got my iPad. I plan on playing some jazz music, reading my books, catching up with that. And as I look right here, if I sit right here in that time, like, there's the pool. But your girl's not going down there and getting that pool because, y'all, it is cold as hell. It is cold as hell outside. So I just plan on chilling. I thought this was pretty cool right here. This is the microwave and the ice box. And I just have my eggnog in there. And I got my little mug. Hold on. Let me show y'all my mug, y'all. Look how cute. Look how cute. So I'm going to put my eggnog in there. And if we turn right here, like I said, the bed area. And this is the TV, the desk, and everything what they have going on here. And yeah, y'all, so this is my little pajamas for the night. This is my little comfy slippers, because how many of y'all agree with me though? I really think like comfy pajamas, a nice shower. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm like, oh my God, I really left them for the night. Let's just say for the night, because you got to be careful with your words, with what you say. And I'm like, oh my God, what if they're going to eat for dinner? Is everyone going to take their bath? Is everyone doing their homework? But God had to tell me literally to relax. It's okay. Everybody's going to be just fine. So I took me a hot shower. I'm waiting on my food. I ordered me some wings. So I'm going to read this book. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I'm going to read this book by Viola Davis. I started this book. It's called Finding Me, y'all. So good, real raw and uncut. So what we gonna do right now, I'm gonna do a little reading and then I'm gonna wait for my wings. I am not answering the phone for anyone right now. Everyone know I'm safe. I call my mom, my husband, he know what it is. My friends, they don't really call me right now this late unless it's an emergency. So I'm really good. I wanna see how this gonna go and if I'm not gonna cry. That's why I'm taking y'all along with me. And I'm not gonna post this, until a later date, but I want y'all to go on this journey with me. So we have to read our book and then I'm gonna wait for my food and we're gonna see how this goes. And just a little nugget, y'all, just pause from reading my book. Like, hey, if y'all guys going to see like Sarah's oil yet? I went yesterday. My husband took me on 3 dates yesterday. He's been trying to get me out of this funk. And sometimes, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, like I feel really guilty because it's like I know he's trying to help me, but it's like I know this is something that I may need a little bit of his help, but it's gonna take me doing this. But that's besides the point. He asked me what else I want to do. I said, let's go see Sarah's All. So we went to see Sarah's All on yesterday, and when I tell you guys, like cousins, it blessed me so much. Like nobody knew what she had to go through. Her all was worth millions. Like she was $1 million woman in the end, but nobody knew what she had to go through to get there. Like literally, if you haven't seen it, skip this part because I don't want to tell y'all. Like, but literally running from people, like people doubting her because in the beginning, no one even really believed her that was all on her land. But she know what God told her even as a child. She still had that faith. Like she never gave up no matter what it looked like, how scared she got. Like she held on to God's promise, y'all. And when I tell y'all, that blessed me so much and gave me motivation and just a little push to be like, you know what? Even when like you're shaking and you're stirred in your purpose and nobody else believes, you got to believe, you got to hold on to what God has promised you. No matter what it may seem like, nobody know the cost of all the things that you have to go through. I know a lot of people look at me like, man, she's viral. She got, a little bit of followers. She did. Don't get me wrong. My life is great. It's immaculate. But people don't understand what I had to go through or still sometimes go through, for the cost of my all. That's why I tell God, always keep me humble, and keep me here, so people could see that my life, that it glorifies you. Sometimes things like get rough in it, man. I want to snap. I'm like, man, maybe I should just go back to the old me. Because if you knew the old me, if you know, you know. I was something else, y'all. But I realized I can't go back to that place. I can't go back to those old things, walking in my new purpose, and it's not always easy. It's not always easy, and it's been a minute since I've been vulnerable and transparent with y'all like this, but I don't want to give the perception of perfection. That's not the type of influencer, content creator, whatever you want to call me, but I'm just a person. Whatever you want to call me, that's not what I want to give. But I just thank God that I'm walking in many of the things that I prayed for right now, but it costs. It does. You got to lose some things. You got to lose some people. Hell, sometimes you feel like you're losing your mind, but in reality, it's worth it. And just like in the end, we're not always just talking about the oil in the ground. In the end, she was worth millions. God gave her more than what she lost. God gave her more than what she thought she was going to get. But she didn't give up. She prayed. She seeked him first. And everything else follows. So I just want to give y'all that little nugget. Back to reading, and we're going to wait for our buffalo wings. Oh, shoot. I almost break my drink, y'all. But we got Wingstop. Let me show y'all what I got. This is the voodoo fries. Voodoo fries, cheese fries. And I haven't been eating like this, y'all, but I'm like, you know what? Tonight it's okay. I got some corn. If you haven't tried the Cajun corn, good. And I tried a little something different tonight. I hope I don't regret it. And I think I will because I smell it. I normally get like the plain wings, and these are the Cajun wings that I'm trying, and kind of regretting it because I could kind of tell by the way it smells. I'm probably not gonna like them, but we're gonna give it a try. And that's what I got, y'all. So I'm about to watch one of my newly discovered favorite YouTubers. And eat my dinner. His name is Cal Freezy. I really like watching like the food reviewers, like people traveling, like that's like my comfort shows. And just to eat in peace. And as a mom, if you know, when you buy a meal for you, you gotta buy one from everybody. And if you got a little baby, that baby wants some too of everything that you're eating. So I'm gonna enjoy my little meal that I get to eat by myself, y'all. And I don't have to share. And watch my little show. This is so good. I wish they would have given me a fork. It must be ranch sauce. Come on in. I don't really know. I'm confused, but we're gonna eat anyway. Okay, y'all. It's 6:40. I've showered. I ate. So I'm about to lay down and relax. I read a little bit of my book, chilled out. So now I'm just going to lay down for a little minute, watch my shows, and probably fall asleep. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow or maybe a little later. I'm not gonna lie, right now I am loving this. It's quiet. Nobody asking me for nothing. I kind of miss everybody, but mama needs this. Today.
This is not for you.
Raya.
Oh, look at the feet. Look at him.
Raya. You want? What's wrong with her? Raya, your daddy better than me, cause you're been at that school right now. Yes. Look, Raya, y'all. Raya. What's wrong? Look, say hey. What's wrong? Why you mad at daddy? You don't... Why you mad at daddy? You don't know? Good morning, cousins. This is the morning of the next day. Your girl woke up because I guess I'm just old and I'm just used of it, of the kids waking them up for school, you know, every day at 5. My body is like just accustomed to it. I've been up since 5 and I just want to try this new thing. Well, this new thing, something that I always did, but I kind of like backtracked. You know, I was like, you know what, instead of just waking up and just picking up my phone, going through social media, like it's time to get back to my norm. Like, I want to put this phone down. Let me spend time with God. Let me pray. Let me pray. Let me talk to him. Let me give him that intentional time that he's probably looking from me. And you know what? That's what I done. You know, I had to apologize to God, you know, and let him know some things. Like, I'm sorry for chasing the purpose more than I have been chasing you. God is always the center of my life, but it's just that intentional time where we say, you know, well, God, we're too busy, we can't do this, we do that, you know. But we pick up our phone and we scroll and we do this and we do that. So, you know, just talking to him in that time, praying, and I put on Sarah Jakes, and he showed me a lot, and he spoke to me about things that I needed to hear. So your girl prayed this morning, really been up since 5. Let me see what time it is. It's 7:15. I'm about to get dressed and head on home. I talked to my husband this morning with the baby and the kids. The other two, they last to go to school this morning. So I'm gonna wait till he get them to school. I'm gonna wait till he get them to school until I go home to see him off. He's gonna be going to the airport. He's gonna be leaving to go to work, and then I won't see him again till Christmas time. But yeah, y'all, last night was a little rough at first because I'm not, you know, as mothers, you say, man, I need this break, I need this break, I need this break, I need this break. And then when you get the break, it's like, oh, Lord, you worry about everybody. Just like my baby is spoiled behind me, I'm spoiled. I realize I'm really spoiled behind my children as well. I wouldn't say spoiled, I guess, because I'm just used to being with them. So I cried a little bit. It was hard for me to fall asleep without them at first, you know, until my husband called to check on me. You know, they was giving me my space, and then I called and talked to him, you know, and he let me know everything is okay. It's okay. But yeah, so I'm about to get dressed, and I'm about to get me some breakfast from downstairs. Y'all, this hotel got a Starbucks. This hotel got a Starbucks, y'all. So I'm gonna grab me some Starbucks on the way out to go home. So yeah, this was much needed. I feel so much better, and I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I pushed through, because y'all was about to go home. I was missing everybody. I was missing my little family, you know. But let's get dressed and go home. Okay, y'all, I'm all packed up. I made sure I got everything, and it's time to go home, y'all. You know what's crazy? I'm not even gonna say crazy. I feel so much better. I feel so much better, especially now that I've, you know, I always spend time with God every day, but I made it intentional. I made it personal, you know. And I took this time for me, and I really, honestly, I feel better. I feel like I could go be an even better mother right now. I could go be a better wife right now, a better friend. Like I have that get up and go. Like I'm ready to go, you know. And I challenge y'all. If you feeling the same way, if this is how you feeling, take you some time for you. Take you some time for you. Outfit for the day. We not dressing up, okay? But look my shoes, y'all. Look my shoes. It don't matter. We going home, okay? I'm going to grab me probably a drink and a little breakfast from Starbucks, and we headed home. I just want to make sure that he got them kids there first before I got.